California Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will get first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Red pass hits complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches. And this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback? This guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Avery. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Back to throw, it's Avery. There's the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in on the left. Hits a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Strong, firm tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Banks. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miranda. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving it.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Miranda. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Scanning the field, it's Avery. The quick out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the tailback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Trying play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Avery. Finds his big tight end. Push down for the tackle.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Creates a little space. Shakes off the defender. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
To To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Avery. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, USC! And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And the Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Banks. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mayo. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To throw, it's Banks. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. It's late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Avery. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time he's got it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or place some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Miranda. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They go to the draw. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together. You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Avery. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, trip to the house.
When you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking for a man. It's Banks. Makes the catch. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the toss. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man. It's Mayo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Look out, he's got room. To the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Banks. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Avery. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Banks. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it again. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Cal offense. Back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miranda. There he goes! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Marches ahead. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
From the gun, looking for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 5 over Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got it behind the line. It's Mayo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Banks. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it and they had to punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man on the right. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Cal gets it back. Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Miranda. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball, there is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you've got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the...
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Back to throw, it's Banks. Looking for the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
The give out of the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to throw. It's Banks. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's fourth down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.